Hello, Sheena from Learn with Sheena. I know you have been waiting impatiently for new video. No more stalling. Let's roll. So today, being an IELTS former examiner, I'm going to share some top secret about cracking your IELTS in a smart way. I know as these tips are never being disclosed yet. As you know, there are different band criteria in IELTS like 6-1, 7 or either 9-1. So the students are usually looking for 7 and 7+1 in IELTS, and they think that grammar is the only key to get high band. So to cut it short, if you're aiming to hit your targeted goal, you need to pay close attention to this video. There are few things that examiners notice instantly, and these are the strategies that you have to work on to get your desired band. While evaluating the students during the test day, ranging 3 to 7 or 7+, the techniques which help to boost up their English proficiency level is not grammar, but how you handle the question efficiently. The tip number 1, there is no more to a language than just grammar. So put it briefly, even high band students make grammar mistakes, and this won't make them stop by getting high band. What really matters, speak naturally and fluent, as fixing grammar every time can break your fluency. Because fluency is 25% of your score, the same as grammar. Check the examiner for better understanding. Just today, I went to the shopping mall with a friend. Have you noticed there are too many pauses in speaking, and it seems students are reluctant while communicating with the examiner. In an effort to fix the grammar, fluency was broken, as this definitely lower your band. While for high band, we call just go with flow. For example, yesterday I go to shopping mall with my friend. I meet one of my old friend there. We bought some dresses, had gossip and flashback, all childhood memories. So you have noticed, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Don't emphasize too much on grammar. Try to hand at it. Fluency is the key to success. Organize your ideas and don't hesitate. Minor mistakes won't ruin your score, but pausing too much may surely will. Now, here I go with the tip number 2. Don't give one-line answer. Instead, go for extended and well-developed answer. If you only give one sentence, you probably stuck at a band 5 or 6. Let's jump to an example. Like, do you like chocolate? One sentence, yes, I like chocolate. 2-sentence answer, yes, I do. I love chocolate, especially dark chocolate. Extended answer, yes, I really like chocolate. I enjoy it as a snack or dessert, and it makes me feel happy whenever I eat it. So extended answers doesn't mean rambling. This helps you to add some reason and example. A method, a frame support you to proceed confidently while throwing many responses towards the examiner. Let's move on. Tip number 3. Don't use too many fancy words. Is that vocabulary or knowing words doesn't necessarily means using big fancy words. What I experienced during speaking exams with my students, they use highly literary and academic or scientific words. But remember one thing, examiner always reward and appreciate precision and the natural articulation of how words are used. Such as if you use word idyllic instead of picturesque or stunning, it sounds more advanced vocabulary, but very common and natural. So don't try hard, work smartly, and don't aim for big, aim for exact. That's what examiner needs to give you a high band. Tip number 4, intonation. Now let me explain what intonation means is rise and fall of your pitch. How you address the topic and intonation matters more than your accent. You don't need to sound exact like Britons and American to achieve high band. As many students frequently ask whether accent really counts in IELTS speaking, I always guide my students that all you need to be intelligible, understandable, clear, and engaging. That's where intonation comes in. Just have a look at this example. I went to the cafe and I called my friend there. We had fun and spent a quality time there. As there is no expression here that if you follow intonation, then it sounds like I went to the cafe and I called all my friends there. We had fun and spent quality time there. So with intonation, you stand out with confidence and alive. Without this, you sound odd and stressed. Last not least, tip number 5. Not idea, but delivery matter. Your idea don't mean a lot. Your delivery really does. Because this is not your information task. This is a language task. You should follow communication rules, your body language, and how you convey your message towards the examiner. Students sometimes really bother to be sound like exact or factual. They get panic if they don't have any idea about the topic. So remember one thing, this is not an idea test, and the examiner doesn't care if your story is real or either agree with what you are saying. He only considers if you communicate effectively and fluently in English. Now I'm going to highlight the main points. Number 1, grammar isn't count much. Secondly, don't give short answer, instead use extended answer. Thirdly, don't use fancy words, sound naturally. Number 4, bring intonation and natural flow in your language. And number 5, focus more on delivery of your answer. If you apply even 2 of these tips, you'll notice a big jump into your fluency, and this will also enhance your confidence. By following these techniques, I guarantee you that you're gonna hit your desired bands in IELTS. Learning isn't difficult anymore. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.